So, how to get up during the Brahma Muhurat? What is Brahma Muhurat? Brahma Muhurat is 1.5 hours before sunrise. So, from 1.5 hours till sunrise, that time is known as Brahma Muhurat. It is the most powerful time of the day according to the Vedic scriptures to do spiritual practices, especially mantras and different sorts of meditation and prayers. Anything which is done during this time, they say that the effect remains throughout the day. And that is why you will see most of the people in the materialistic society, they are fast asleep during this time. You try to wake up somebody at 4:30 or 5. No, you will become enemies. Why? Because they'll say, why are you waking me up at 5? This is the time to sleep. That's not the time to sleep. That's the time to wake up. But the problem is, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, that which is day for a materialistic person is like night for the spiritualist. And the opposite is also true. So, my Shiksha Guru used to say that spiritual life begins and ends in the morning. Should I repeat? Spiritual life begins and ends in the morning. Wow. But we thought we have to be spiritual whole day. Of course, we have to be. But the thing is, we cannot be spiritual throughout the day if we are not doing the practices in the morning. So, as in army, the saying goes, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in war. Because the moment you step out of your home for your job or your business, it's like war because each and every person that you meet is trying to pull you down into sinful habits, drinking, smoking, gambling, speaking lies, illicit sex, everything. It's rampant in the society these days in Kali Yuga. So, uh, it not only is it a challenge to remember our spiritual identity. In fact, forget being spiritual. The challenge becomes that we do not glide down to hellish life. That becomes the challenge. What to speak of remembering God or shlokas. That is almost impossible unless you are very, very, very deep rooted. So therefore, the thing is, how to be surcharged? How do we get up early during this Brahma Muhurat? So it is very much recommended that at least we chant mantras for at the least 1 hour every day. Actually, ideally we should do it for 2 hours. They say, but minimum 1 hour if we want to obtain some spiritual elevation in life. It's very crucial. So what I tell people, all my clients, whoever gets consultation from me or whoever watches my videos, I always tell them that please try to get up during the Brahma Muhurat and just fresh up yourself, take a bath, and then 1 hour is still there. So Brahma Muhurat is 1.5 hours. So at least if you get up when the Brahma Muhurat starts, and if you are ready within 30 minutes, not with too much makeup, of course. Just be very fast, okay, during the morning, and then 1 hour of the Brahma Muhurat, please utilize it to do mantras and to read the Bhagavad Gita. It's very important. You just try it for 7 days. This is a blank challenge to anybody watching this video. Try it for 7 days, and you will see your life will change. But the question is, how do you do it actually? Well, for that, you have to do something the previous day actually. So our problem is we keep struggling in the morning. Why? Because our previous day has been not very good. So the the kind of practice which you do in the morning, the quality of the spiritual practice that you do in the morning is a reflection of your previous day's activities. Should I repeat? The quality of today's morning practices is a reflection of what you did yesterday. So if our day to day activities are not very good, then our morning practices will be very slack and we won't be able to continue them for very long. So therefore, one thing which we should do is we should sleep early in the night. Yes, night is meant for sleeping. See, night Rahu is very strong. and Jupiter is very weak. All the tamasic planets, all the asuras are very powerful in the night. So the more you are awake in the night, the more you are investing Rahu inside your consciousness. And Rahu is the Karaka for Kali Yuga. Whatever stupidity you see in Kali Yuga is just because of Rahu. That's all. Very, very simple. Nothing else. No controversy there. So you will see that the more you, the lesser you try to delay your sleep. So if you try to sleep by 9:30 or worst case 10, unless you have some serious crisis in your life, then you will see it's very easy if you sleep at 10 to get up at around 4:30. It's not that difficult. So that is like 6.5 hours of sleep. So if you sleep at 9:30 and you get up at 4:30, then that's like 7 hours. So then from 5 to 6 you chant your mantras. It's very important actually. So you should sleep early in the night rather than grazing all these things, YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and all this. And how do you sleep early in the night? No, ideally, you can read the Bhagavad Gita for 10 to 15 minutes before you sleep, and do not take a very heavy meal before sleeping. Okay, take a light meal, or if you feel that you have habit of eating too much in the night, then better you may not take your dinner. You might skip your dinner. Okay, I mean, unless you have some severe health conditions. So and what this is during the night. So what do you do during the day? During the day, in the morning, previous day morning, which is like everyday morning, after you chant the mantras, you can whenever you are going to office, you can put some kirtan or some lecture of some spiritual personality, because then your intelligence will be sharp. Then because the intelligence is higher than the mind in the hierarchy of the elements, the eight elements, as they say now, three of which is the subtle elements, as I said yesterday. So the mind is lower than intelligence. So if the intelligence is strong, it can control the mind very easily. And if the intelligence is weak, the mind cannot be controlled actually. So therefore, if you sharpen your intelligence by reading the scriptures, then you will feel that you are able to make good decisions throughout the day if you do this in the morning. And once you start doing this daily, it will become like a second nature. So in that case, what happens, everything that you do will somehow be linked to your spiritual life actually. And then you should also meet the right people. You should hang out with the right people. Hang out doesn't mean at night 11 or 12. It means that during the day, if you are in office, then you should avoid those gossip mongers, those stupid people who are always feasting on other people's problems. Have you seen? अरे उसका ये हो गया, उसने ये कर दिया, पता चला? Did you hear? This happened, that happened. So, because if somebody is gossiping with you about somebody else, then they will also gossip about you with somebody else. Okay, so stay with those people who are bit inquisitive about higher things in life, as the Vedanta Sutra says now, Athato Brahma Jigyasa. So stay with them, discuss with them, and try to visit spiritual communities in the weekends. So you cannot just put an alarm at Brahmamuhurata and get up like that. It is not possible. Even if you get up, you will feel very dry, you will feel very drowsy, very morose, very sad. You will feel disgusted, and you will again go to sleep. Or you will take your mala and you will be like, you will be going like this, like this. I can't. It's very difficult. Spiritual life is so tough. My God, what will happen? Why did I start all this? Better I was with my friends. I used to do so many nice things, right? This is how you will feel. So you have to change your daily activity pattern actually. Okay, and in that case only you will be able to get up early during the Brahma Muhurta, or else you will be simply sleeping. And the scriptures say that this is like the it's like the sleeping. Have you seen some animals? They are going and sleeping only all the time. So the scriptures say that if we also keep sleeping during Brahma Muhurta, then we are also preparing for getting such an animal body in the next life, which is considered to be a hellish situation in the scriptures. Why? Because the animal body does not have inquisitiveness for spirituality. So, therefore, either you are a cat or a dog or a snake or a bear or a shark or a whale or an elephant, scriptures say that you are actually suffering from hellish condition, because you will never see a dog inquiring about Bhagavad Gita. Oh, who is this? Arjun is talking to Krishna. He's asking questions. You will never see a dog doing this. You won't see a bird doing this. You won't see a snake doing this. You will only find humans inquiring about spirituality, and that is what distinguishes us from animals. Otherwise, there are four activities which are common to humans and animals. So that is eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. These four activities. All right. So we are eating to maintain our bodies, then we are sleeping to rejuvenate, then people are mating, and then people are defending each other. Countries are spending billions and trillions of dollars in defense budget, just for the fear that some other country will attack them. All right. So needless to give examples. So the thing is, birds, animals, reptiles, amphibians, mammals, everybody is doing this, and humans are also doing this. So there's only one thing that separates humans from animals, and that is Athato Brahma Jigyasa, which means inquiry about God. If that is not there, a human being is known as Dvipada Pashu. Dvipada Pashu means two-legged animal. So there is no difference between an animal and a human being who does not do spiritual practices, preferably in the morning. All right, these are very strong statements, but if we are interested to make any rapid advancement in spiritual life, then we have to devote time during the morning. Or else, if we just want to be like, as my guru used to say, "Na, ayaram gayaram." Have you seen people in? You will see they will come to temple in Janmashtami. They will go to some Ganesh temple and they will do like this. They will go to some Durga temple and they will catch their hand ears and get up and down 10 times, and then again they will go and eat meat, and then even in Christianity this is there. They will just go and confess, and they will again do all sinful activities. Again they will go to the Father and confess. So this stupidity is going on in every religion in every part of the world. So the thing is, if this is how we want to be, then we can do anything whatever we want. But if we are serious about spiritual life and we want to make some serious changes within our consciousness, then this is the challenge, this is the sacrifice which we have to do actually. Otherwise, we will still make spiritual progress. If you do spiritual practices at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., you will still make, but it will be very stunted. It's like going in second gear. But if you do it in Brahma Muhurat, it's like top gear. It's like fifth gear, sixth gear. All right, 10th gear. It's like it's like rocket. It's like escape velocity. So this is how you make progress in spiritual life, and this not progress, rapid progress actually. All right, and from last 10, 15 years, whichever spiritual community I have visited, I have met so many people, and whichever tradition they are following within different religions also I have seen. There is one thing which is common, and that is this: getting up in the Brahma Muhurat and doing serious sadhana. If they don't do it, then they leave spiritual life. I have seen it, and it has happened with many of my god brothers and many people that I know or I used to know. That now they are not doing all these things in the morning, and they have perished. They have become past tense actually. They are living, but they are dead in spiritual life. All right. So if we are serious, then you have to pay the price. No pain, no gain. All right. Thank you very much.